Om Shri Sai Ram, offering my humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Today we are going to see the 8th story in the series of Okka Chinna Katha. The title of the story is Everyone Must Have Faith in Himself. There is no one who does not love himself, has no belief in himself, and has no ambitions to rise higher and higher. Even a man who does not have faith in God has faith in himself and desires to have the strength by which to cultivate faith in himself. There was once a guru communicating wisdom to people who came for his darshan with flowers and fruits. One day, as the offerings were plenty, he called a disciple and asked him to cut the fruits and arrange for its distribution as prasad. The disciple reported to the Guru that all was ready for distribution and asked him who should be given first. The Guru asked him to start with the person in whom he has the greatest faith and the highest confidence. All the people assembled there thought that the disciple would first give the fruit to the teacher and then distribute to the others. But the disciple did not do so. He took the first fruit himself. When the surprised onlookers asked for an explanation, he said that since he had the greatest confidence and affection for himself, he took the first fruit. The moral of the story is everyone must have faith in himself. To understand this, we have to see what is confidence. Confidence is a belief in oneself, the conviction that one has the ability to meet life's challenges and to succeed, and the willingness to act accordingly. Confidence is a belief and trust in something or someone. What are the different types of confidence? Number 1, self-confidence. Self-confidence is an individual's foundational belief in their abilities, knowledge, character, and judgment exists at an emotional level whereby individual feels that they can do something. The second is self-efficacy, situational self-confidence. Fake it till you make it. Simulating confidence when you are not. Illusory superiority. Tendency for a high percentage of people to view themselves as above average in certain areas. Illusory inferiority. Tendency for a high percentage of people to view themselves as below average in certain areas. Illusion of control. Confidence that you can control things that are in fact beyond control. Pessimism. Tendency to underestimate the probability of positive outcomes. Defeatism. Pessimism that interferes with your performance such that you contribute to the failures you predict. Optimism. Tendency to underestimate difficulty and risk. Overconfidence. Overestimate your abilities and strategy. Arrogance. Overconfidence that is unattractive to those around us. Hubris. Persistent arrogance that becomes entrenched in culture or group or the character of an individual. Backfire effect. Bias that involves increasing your confidence in something when presented with contrary evidence. Dunning-Kruger effect. Tendency to be confident because you lack knowledge. Let us see how to build confidence. Confidence is not something that can be learned by a set of rules. Confidence is a state of mind. Positive thinking, practice, training, knowledge, and talking to other people are all useful ways to help improve or boost your confidence levels. Confidence comes from feelings of well-being, acceptance of your body and mind, and belief in your own ability and skills and experience. Let us see the number of different ways how we can improve confidence. Number 1 is planning and preparation. People often feel less confident about new or potentially difficult situation. Most important factor in developing confidence is planning and preparation for the unknown. Number 2, learning, knowledge and training. Learning and research can help us to feel more confident about our ability to handle situations, roles, and tasks. Positive thought. Positive thought can be a very powerful way of improving confidence. Number 4, talking to others and following their lead. Find yourself a confident role model, a person whom you regularly see, a colleague, a friend, a family member, or so. Experience. As we successfully complete tasks and goals, our confidence that we can complete the same and similar tasks again increases. Number 6, be assertive. Being assertive means standing up for what you believe in and sticking to your principles. Number 7, keep calm. There is usually a correlation between confidence and calmness. If you feel confident about a task, then you will feel calm about doing it. When you feel less confident, you are more likely to be stressed or nervous. Number 8, avoid arrogance. Arrogance is detrimental to interpersonal relationship. As your confidence grows and you become successful, avoid feeling or acting superior to others. Number 9, recognize and empathize your strengths. Number 10, set realistic and achievable goals. Number 11, learn to say no to unreasonable requests. Number 12, recognize the negative life experiences and do not allow that to dictate your future. What is self-confidence? Self-confidence is understanding that you trust your own judgment and abilities and that you value yourself and feel worthy regardless of any imperfections. What are the benefits of self-confidence? Self-confidence is linked to almost every element involved in a happy and fulfilling life. The rewards are less fear and anxiety, greater motivation, more resilience, improved relationships, stronger sense of your authentic self, more peace of mind and less stress, better sleep and health, freedom from self-doubt, more happiness and enjoyment, influencing others. Self-confidence gives us the ability to take control of our lives. If you don't believe in you, why would anybody else? Satya Sai Baba quotes on self-confidence as below. First of all, one should have faith in one's own self. Develop self-confidence, which will lead to self-satisfaction. When you have self-satisfaction, you will be prepared for self-sacrifice. Only through self-sacrifice, one can attain self-realization. Self-realization means to realize that you are everything. Satya Sai says self-confidence is the foundation and self-satisfaction are the walls and self-sacrifice is the roof on which a mansion's self-realization is built. Satya Sai gives examples of Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison was born in a poor family in the state of Ohio. Although he made no progress in his studies, he became a great inventor thanks to his supreme self-confidence, perseverance, and determination in the pursuits of his experiments. His early experiments had untoward results which provoked his parents to punish him. For a time, he earned a living by selling sweets in trains. A benefactor came into his life after he had saved a child from being run over by a train. He got a job in a telegraph company and was free to carry on his experiments. From such beginnings, Edison became the greatest inventor of our times because of his tremendous perseverance and tireless experiments. The world owes to him the electric bulb, the gramophone, the telephone, and many other inventions. If without any regular schooling Edison could achieve all this, it was because of his confidence in himself, his firm determination, and tireless energy. Brother Aravind Balasubramanya, one of his YouTube videos about faith and self-confidence, had explained Satya Sai's beautiful story as below. Forest, a huge banyan tree was there, and on the top of a banyan tree and in one of its little sub-branches there was one little bird. The banyan tree has a lot of branches and many sub-branches, and in that one sub-branch a little bird was singing happily. There was storm, thunder, wind, and then hurricane. Forest was shivering and shaking. Banyan tree got affected. Root was also uprooting. Sub branch came crashing to the ground. Sai Baba asked, "What happened to the sparrow?" Then he also answered, "Sparrow flew away." In your life too, if you take the support of the world, you will come crashing down. If you depend on your two wings, faith and self confidence, you will soar high. Faith and self confidence are like two sides of a coin. Faith is the confidence in the Lord outside, and self confidence is the confidence in the Lord inside. Today, we have seen the story Everyone Must Have Faith in Himself and the inner significance. What is confidence? What are the different types of confidence? How to develop confidence? What is self confidence? Benefits of self confidence. And there are stories within story. Satyasai explains self confidence. Satyasai tells story about Edison. Satyasai tells story about the bird on the banyan tree. Hope you all enjoyed today's story and its inner significance. Next week, let us meet with another story and let's see its inner significance in detail. Until then, Sai Ram.